What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new around here, welcome to my channel. My name is Dom, and my family, which is my 4 kids and my husband and I, have moved to 2.6 acres here in coastal South Carolina, zone 8B, and I want to show you all of the potato varieties I'm going to be growing and experimenting with this year. In the past, I've only grown very common potato varieties like the red potato that you would get from the store, or maybe like an Idaho potato, but I decided that I've even actually grown purple potatoes before too. But this year I decided, since it's going to be my first year on this new homestead, that I was going to have fun, and I wanted to try and grow lots of different potato varieties that would be ready to harvest at all different times, so that we can have potatoes throughout the year, and hopefully have some storage potatoes and some potatoes that would be ready faster, some earlier varieties. So I ordered from a company in Maine. Their company is Wood Prairie Family Farm. Last year I grew, I think, a purple variety from them, and they did well. I think I actually still have some purple potato, I don't remember the exact name, that I am saving. I have lots of sprouted potatoes underneath my sink, and they are really sprouted. Like, I saw some sprouts like super long, so that should be interesting to plant those and see what they do. But I actually ordered their bundle. I think it was a bundle of 20 different potato varieties, but they were all different colors, and they all came to maturity at different times, and I just thought it would be fun to grow them. So I am in my grow room, and or what I call my glass room, and I just thought it would be fun to just sit here in my chair and just show you the kind of potato varieties that I'm growing. I have to get them out of the bags that they came in, and since I won't be planting them for 2 weeks, I'm going to be laying them on top of the bag by the window, maybe on the top, one of my top shelves right here, so that they can start sprouting and forming eyes before I plant them. So the first potato variety I have right here is called a Charlotte potato. Each one of these bags are 1 pound. 1 pound of seed potatoes. Okay, and you can see this is how they look. And this bag has 4. They are actually, some of them are starting to sprout eyes, but it said it was just a boiling potato, and that it would be good in like potato salad and steamed or roasted. The next variety I have is Adirondack Blue, which I have grown this variety before. I think this is the one that I grew last year. And this one has 5 potatoes in it. They're just a really deep blue potato. So that's going to be nice. This might definitely need to get out of the bag. Spilled water in it. It's called a rose gold, and they have red rosy skin with deep yellow flesh, and that it was creamy, good for baking or steamed. Oh yeah, the potatoes are wet from there, so I'm so glad I'm doing this. No. Oh my goodness, wait, no, I didn't spill water in here. This is just a mushy potato. Oh my goodness. So it's not this one, but I just stuck my hand in a rotten potato. I thought I actually spilled water in here when I was watering, but no. So there are 4 potatoes in here. So this one already has eyes, and one of them, ugh, I stuck my finger in. So it wasn't this one, but you can see how it's having the eyes. And so I'm guessing the rotten one is this last one. Oh, it is, and it's, I'm not even going to take it out, but it is so mushy in there. That was gross. That was really gross. I'll deal with that later. So this next one is a russet potato. Russets actually are like the potatoes that take longer to grow, and they like to be hilled up. So these have little holes in them, so that's interesting. but this has 4 potatoes, and no eyes have started forming in those either. Actually, that was a caribou. The next one we have is a Baltic rose, and this one is red on the outside. Oh, there's one that's smushy. This one's smushy, not as smushy as the other one, and it smells weird. But I'm gonna take that one out and put it with the other mushy one before it ruins the other 3 that's in here. So yeah, the other 3 are fine. This one is very smushy around there. Yeah, right. That's so smushy, like it was boiled. Okay. This next one is called an all blue. And I can see that the bag has, it's wet. There's a few in here that the bag's wet. I'm hoping I don't touch any more rotten potatoes. So it says that this one, that it has a blue flesh as well. There is, yeah, that's a rotten one. This one is starting to form mold. So I got these on Wednesday, and I did open the box, and they were not, it wasn't wet when I opened the box, but I guess them sitting for 4 days, and I didn't get them out right away, so I'm pretty sure that was my fault. Okay, so the next one I had was a rose fin apple fingerling. I have always wanted to grow a fingerling potato, so I'm really excited about this one. I've watched Deep South Homestead in the past, and I know that they grow fingerling potatoes. So this has lots in them because they're tiny. I'll show you. So I just think that they're so cool. And so I've always wanted to try them. So I'm really excited to try and grow these fingerling potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and take them out of this bag and sit them on top just for now. I do see some other bags in there that look a little moist. And like I said, I have ordered from this company in the past, and I haven't had an issue with moldy potatoes. And I did check when they arrived on Wednesday, and none of the bags were wet. So I'm pretty sure this is my fault. The instructions do tell you to take them out if you're going to not be planting them within 2 weeks. And I was just trying to keep them in the bag so that when I did this video, when I had time, that we can open them together. But I should have opened the bags. My grow room does get pretty hot because it's made out of glass windows, and so when it's hot outside, it's hot in here. So another one that I see is a moist bag. It's called a Prairie Blush, and it says it's a beautiful blush, and that it has, you use it for roasted, fried, or boiled. Before I stick my hand in there. Actually, that might have just been moist from another one because none of these potatoes are wet. So this one's just a dark red Norland. I've grown this before lots of times. I know they even sell this in box stores. And this one has just 5 potatoes in here. They already having eyes, so that's really cool. I do have, last time I planted my red ones, my red potatoes, I got from, I think they were just organic potatoes from like Earth Fare or Whole Foods, and they grew just fine for me. So this next one, I do not know how to say it, and I'm not going to try, but it is a yellow potato, and it says it's good for boiling and makes moist potato. It's a yellow skin potato. has 4 in it. And they're just regular yellow potatoes. It does have a little wet spot right there, but hopefully I don't see any more right off the bat from just looking in there, any more wet bags. So hope I'm done with touching moldy, mushy potatoes. Okay, so this next one's called a Huckleberry Gold, and it's a purple potato, but it has yellow skin inside. Actually, the bottom of this bag is wet, but actually only part of that potato right there is moist. The other 3 are not, but that's cool. So this next potato is purple as well, but in the inside it is a white flesh. So that's really pretty. I'm excited for all these purple potatoes. Well, last year when I grew purple potatoes that had purple insides, I mixed them in with my regular potatoes when I was doing mashed potatoes. And it turned some of my mashed potatoes, since most of it was white and then a few purple, it was like a gray mashed potatoes. It was not pretty, but I mean, it tasted nice. So this one has, I think I see 6 potatoes, oops, in there. There's 6 of them. Yeah, 3, 6. Okay, so this one is a russet flavor. I mean, a russet potato. How would you say that? Is it BUTTE or BUTTE? This one, it's so nice and smooth. You know how sometimes you get russet potatoes from the store and they feel all rough? Like this just feels super smooth. So I'm really excited. Actually, if there was an R, it would be like butter. So maybe it's like BUTTE. Okay, another variety I've grown before is this Yukon Gold. So they sell this in big box stores as well. But there are 4 potatoes in there. And as I'm taking them out, I dropped one. This has a little moist spot. As I'm taking them out, I'm just sitting them on the bag with the name tag so that they can start getting airflow. Okay, so this next one is called Elba, and it's a white potato. It says excellent baked or boiled. Oh, I see that looks like it's starting to form. Actually, I see there's 4 in here, and I think, yeah, 3. That one has a spot. There's 3 in here that have wet spots. But since not all of them, it was just 1 spot, I could just cut off the wet spots and try and get eyes to grow on the opposite side. But the rest of the potatoes that are whole and not wet or anything, I'll just be growing them whole or planting them whole. I won't be cutting them into smaller pieces. This next one says it's a creamy yellow potato from Germany for baking or frying. I would think that after this one has 6 potatoes in it. I would think that after I grow these this year, I would be able to save my own seed potatoes, and then I wouldn't have to buy all of these different varieties and just keep the varieties that I actually like. But this year, like I said, I just wanted to experiment and have fun growing lots of colorful, pretty potatoes. If you are new, you might not know, my family and I sold our old house in a different town, and we bought an RV, and so we were living in our RV for about 2 years before we closed on this place. And so I didn't have a garden for maybe, so the 2 years, and then even the season before that, that spring, because we were working on getting the house ready to sell, and I think we listed it in August, and so of 2019. So definitely didn't have a garden that summer of 2019, and now we're on 2022, so actually that's like 3 years now, so, or almost 3 years. So I'm really excited, and that's why I'm growing all the things and just seeing what happens. So this next one is Adirondack Red, and it says it has a beautiful red skin with dark pink flesh. That one sounds like it's going to be so pretty. Oh, they're tiny. There is one that I see off the back that is starting to form mold, but there's a bunch of them in here. I was not expecting that. So this next potato is called a King Harry. It says it's from Cornell and it's good for baked or boiled. This one has 4 seed potatoes as well. I don't see any eyes starting to form. Okay, so we are down to my last 2. This one's called a Red Cloud. This is a beautiful crimson potato, crimson red potato, and it's good for baking or boiled. Ooh, I see a mushy one in there. But there's 5 in here, and it looks like one is mushy. Okay, and finally, this one is a Russian banana fingerling. And they say it is an heirloom potato, a rare European. And so they are just like the other fingerlings. And I do see one that is a little wet and moist. But that's all of my potatoes. So that's all the varieties I'll be growing, and I'm so excited. I won't be planting them out. I think I'm going to try and get them out by maybe March 1st. I am in South Carolina Zone 8B, like I said, and my first frost is around April 1st, April 2nd. Last year was April 2nd. And so I think that if I plant them at the beginning of March, that they should be fine before our last estimated frost date, but we shall see.